No, I was watching Bill Schneider's piece. 24% of the country thinks things are fine. 76% of the country thinks things are not so fine. This is one of the reasons the public is up to their eyebrows in the Washington politics, because we have got a string of very serious problems and issues confronting this country, and we're sitting here talking about race and whether taking a birth control pill is abortion and a bunch of nonsensical crap that doesn't mean anything to anybody if there's no gasoline, if the country goes broke, if there are no jobs, if the war in Iraq doesn't end soon, if the military is destroyed. It's nonsense.
Well, and I would agree with you, but I also think that is why the American public could be turning off of this election. That is why I think Barack Obama missed an opportunity by not going out there with John McCain and doing these town hall meetings, because these candidates are both trying to define each other. When you both stand next to each other in front of the American people make up their own minds.
I think Jack makes a great point, Tara, that there are so many really important issues, but the McCain campaign obviously knew what they were doing when they threw out the words race card today. They knew this was going to generate, you hear the Republican nominee make that specific charge in that exclusive interview that John King had. They knew what they were doing.
Right, and I agree with Jack in that absolutely Americans want to focus on issues, talk about the issues with both of the candidates. They want to hear from them on these issues. There's nothing wrong with having lighthearted ads from time to time. There's nothing wrong with raising legitimate issues about whether he's qualified, whether he's experienced, that have nothing to do with race. And I think that we certainly need to focus in on that. I think the McCain campaign, though, rightfully drew the line and said, look, we are not going to stand here and be called racist when we have done nothing racist. It's
right, but he didn't call them racist.
Is it okay to do commercials?
I'm speaking in general terms. I'm speaking generally speaking, that's their approach to this.
Yeah. No, let me ask you a question. Is it all right then to do commercials about the fact that John McCain doesn't know the difference between Sunnis and Shias, that Joe Lieberman has to whisper in his ear in a foreign country and correct him on an issue that he's been running his entire campaign on, which is how qualified he is to be commander-in-chief? Is that a fair commercial to put on the air?
Well, absolutely it's fair. If that's a legitimate issue to raise, if people have concerns about his judgment because of those particular issues, why not? It is fair game. I mean, are they just more, outraged because John McCain is making light of some things that, some people find amusing? And again, Barack Obama himself was not too offended.
There was nothing making light about it. There was nothing funny about that commercial. Go watch the Harold Ford stuff.
I watched the Harold Ford stuff, which was also legitimate, and I did think the celebrity one, listen, it did not, I've seen racist ads, and this does not rise to the level of racist.
All right, guys, hold on one second. Gloria, button it up because we got to go.
Thank you, Wolf. This is about the McCain campaign trying to break through. It hasn't been able to break through, and what we've seen in the last week or two is a campaign that's been increasingly aggressive and tough and negative. From John McCain saying that Barack Obama would rather lose a war than an election, to this recent issue over race. They're getting aggressive because they feel like they're not breaking through.
All right. We'll leave it right there.